All right, guys. So I'm here with Dan Paschulk and Mark Rosenberg, and we are going to go over the what's the name of the competition again?
The Snap City Open, a selection of some of my favorite entries from the Snap City Open competition.
Yeah, so we're going to look at some of the craziest lifts here. Now there were 180 entries, but we can't go through all that. It'd be the longest video ever. And we were supposed to have John Hack on. He is in the UK. He was not able to have his Wi-Fi work. But we're just going to kind of go through it, give our opinions on things because, we've all been, psychopath lifters at different times. I think Mark still is, but Dan I've kind of calmed down a little bit now. So
I haven't completely broken down my body yet.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's the guy who was doing a 1,000-pound Hatfield squat and like dislocated his shoulder. So he's doing some crazy stuff like that. But let's get it rolling here. Let's see what we got here.
All right, sounds good. Just a little preface. I roughly broke them down into categories as best I could, considering these are very eclectic group of lifts. So I'm just thinking I'll run through each category. I'll pause at the end. If you want to jump in mid-category because you really have a reaction you want to do, just shout something out. I can pause then. If not, we'll wait to the end of the category. And we can always go back and look at something in particular. So that's just some thinking kind of the format we go with. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, then let's get rolling.
Okay, so the last guy. You can pause it after each one or whatever. How many are in the best dress category?
I think there's only 4 in this one. I mean, the categories are of different sizes. Like I was trying to roughly organize them, but it was a very difficult task.
See, this guy, I feel like he's got. They both got the helmet going, but we got to give this guy the one up with the weight. I don't know how many kettlebells were though on the last guy with the trap bar.
If I remember correctly, the total weight after you add up the trap bar and the kettlebells was 800 something. Okay. So this amount of weight to get moving and waddling around. But yeah, this was like I think it's a 600. I'm just going off of memory because a lot of the weights were listed, and I kind of remember the weights from some of the best videos. But some of these I probably couldn't tell you exactly how much is listed. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why there was 2 Star Wars characters. This worked that way.
What the heck was that? Was that like a log?
That was a good one. He could have finished
so.
a gallon.
Yeah, this one I was slightly frightened by when I first opened it when I got the notification. I got kind of it feels like a movie where you get some, backwoods yuppie that's, murdering people.
I feel like these are a cross between, this guy's like Huck Finn and the other guys are like Eric Bugenhagen. Because they're all used to do.
I don't know if this is an affected thing or if this is just how this guy rolls. I'd like to hope it's a show, but maybe that's just how this guy chooses to lift. And if so, that's a little bit terrifying.
All right, let's roll through it one more time.
Right.
Let's see them all.
Oh, all the ones in the same category? Or?
Yeah, let's see them all one more time. We'll just roll through it.
All right.
You have a plastic bag on this
thing? Yep, plastic bag. It's got eyeballs if you look closely. I don't think the eyeballs line up with anything, but they're there.
Okay. I think out of those 4, I got to give it to the last guy because it's just so freaking weird. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yep, that's some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit.
It is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. You're like, this guy's gonna come out with a chainsaw and just murder people or something. I don't know.
Or a log.
I gotta give it to the last guy in that group. That's just my opinion. I'm not a judge, but that was
your opinion is very valuable.
I have a real question.
Yep.
Are people like required to wear something on their head?
No, that was not even a
Is
bonus
that
criteria. Just as a bit of
everyone in the
background,
contest is doing.
there aren't really rules. The whole point of the competition is to be the antithesis of rules, because I'm not crazy about some of the more rule-heavy strength formal sports. So there were just 3 very vague categories of push, pull, and just heavy. And each category did have some vague bonus criteria, mostly be used as like a tiebreaker if the judge couldn't decide between 2 for a placement. There was like kind of random stands like asymmetrical lift, just rocks was a category for one of them. Costume or mask or helmet was not a bonus category in any lift. It was just something that multiple people were like, you know what? I need to doll this up a little bit. So there was no prompting for any of that.
That may have to be a bonus category next year for the costume, because they're going pretty all out. There's a lot of
people are doing it
production
regardless.
value in a lot of these.
All right. The second category is conjugate. I think maybe because I don't know exactly what conjugate is. I'm not sure if anyone besides maybe Dave Tate knows what conjugate actually is. So, but I know when things look like they're conjugate. So.
Got it. Come on.
So chains and bands are, I know, conjugate things.
That second guy had a hell of a grind. That was a
I think that was my favorite of all the ones now, and he definitely was giving all in that Zercher.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the second guy too, because he was the most. I mean, he was pushing himself the most. Most likely to snap his back up there and didn't care. So I got to give respect for that.
I feel like most conjugate guys aren't looking to like increase the range of motion. Like it's a lot of gear lifters that are doing like partial range stuff.
Yep.
Well, that was the difference. All the other ones were like super short range of motion, but they worked in all the things. But that guy was making it way tougher, trying to snap his back up. I got to give him credit.
Yeah, definitely. And also another thing I want to add, there's a lot of videos I feel like are crossing the multiple categories. So there are definitely things later on have chains and bands and all other kinds of things that could be considered conjugate, but I just felt they fit a little bit better somewhere else. So there's going to be some overlap here, but nothing else to say. We can go on to the next one. This one, there's a lot of people that incorporated balancing, probably because I've been doing a lot of stuff that includes balancing, either standing on things or balancing the weight itself lately. And I definitely noticed a trend of people who apparently follow me are getting ideas and thinking, oh, he does that. He probably wants to see more of that. So definitely a lot of balance stuff.
Holy shit.
Okay, this does not look easy. That's a good one.
It's a lot of weight.
I mean,
those tires have to be like 300 or 400 pounds.
What is this? It's not that, you know, this is impressive, but it's not that much weight.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff with a lot of weight and some stuff with not so much weight. And I try to give variety because I wanted to encourage people of like all strength levels to jump in. So, I mean, as long as they're lifting what's hard for them, go for it. Yeah. Plus, at a certain point when you're doing a lot of balance, the weight has to go down.
Oh,
what is that right there?
That's an Atlas stone, a small one, but that's a Turkish get up.
Yeah, okay, so he's got that. That is an Atlas.
There's a large component of ballsiness to this lift.
Yeah. And just wrist strength. That would kill my wrist.
Dude, I feel like it was going to drop my face the entire time.
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I want to point out that's like 135, but I could not probably reach the barbell and not fall over in that position.
What the actual heck am I looking at?
We can pause one after because there's a lot going on in this video.
This one's good. I mean, already I'm intrigued. I'm like, What in the freaking heck is this?
Got a beautiful mattress in the background.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
There's a picture of Jesus there. There's a
Good interior decorator.
Dog just chilling around. There's 2 mattresses.
All right,
Is this like a home gym slash?
I don't know what this is.
dude, that's gotta win it. Come on now. I was impressed by the first guy, but I don't even.
He gets bonus points. I'm pretty sure he lives in that room.
Okay, that guy's got
He
it.
lifts the mattress down.
No,
Yeah, I don't know if this is his bedroom that he has taken over with his home gym, or if he just has mattresses
so
as
much-
like cheap crash pads.
No, there's so much madness in this video that we have to give it to this guy because it's I don't need there's so much chaos going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
the first guy with the kids or whatever that was really impressive. Like I'm like, that's tough. He's standing on a freaking rock. There's kids about to fall off. Like that's impressive. Like this one was gonna take it, but then I have to go to the end guy, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at with the end guy.
Yeah, and Lucian here is probably the closest thing to a professional that entered the competition. He definitely has he has a lot of like old school circus strongman stuff, and then also kind of ridiculous hijinks kind of along my lines. But
I'm definitely the most. I think I'm the most impressed by the first one. I'm the most confused by the last one.
The last one's impressive though too. Like you gotta come on. That guy was. What is he doing in that? How did he
Can
think?
we go back to the last one just so we can
Yeah,
like
we
look.
gotta see.
yeah, here we can play it through. Try to get the full.
Pete, this is like your parents' basement.
I didn't.
With all,
My
like,
basement wasn't that well. It kind of was.
No, they're like all the trinkets and stuff on the walls. They were like all
You're
like
right.
the antique
The
saws and
mattress
stuff.
is
There,
throwing
you
me
probably
off.
had that exact picture of Jesus in your basement.
I probably did, but I don't know about that. What's with the mattress?
Well, not the mattress, but
The mattress is a strange touch, but he's standing on a freaking trap bar, dude.
I would have given him extra credit
it's
if those
pretty
pads were
insane.
slightly farther out so the full sleeve was on there and could wiggle all the way. Because I've
dude,
tried
look
to
at
do
the grip
deadlifts.
strength on the right
Yeah.
hand.
Dude, his grip is for real. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that right hand grip is insane, man.
That guy's
I don't
gotta
even-
stay.
Yeah,
I have tried
okay.
to do various types of pulling and deadlift off like basically a trap bar with just the plates on so it could swivel all the way to the floor. This one had a bit of a cut on its total swivel range because it was slightly overlapping with the frame. And pulling off just the trap bar with like no end stop besides the floor, that's freaking impossible. Like I tried a lot, even very lightweights, and I just could not mash to keep falling side to side. So I will give him some credit because even a little bit of range of wiggling, that makes it very hard.
I mean, out of all the categories so far, this is the one I'm the most confident in. This guy.
Guy's
more or
got
less,
it.
I feel like I backstacked it. It's just going to get, I think, better. I
I
tried
mean-
to.
We got to give him points for creativity, the room, the craziness, the grip strength, not breaking his ankles. Like I'm, this is it. This is the one.
I also want to know if this is just, again, his regular home gym setup or if he specifically set the room up like this just for the video. I like to believe it's the former, that this is just kind of his natural environment.
I mean, there's carpet underneath those mats. That's not
Yeah.
helping the stability either.
Pretty amazing.
I'm
Okay.
convinced this is his either his living room or his bedroom. Bonus
Just
points for
drops the
living
mattress
room.
down, just sleeps on the unkept
Yeah.
mattress at night.
Just flops it down.
I like it. All right.
Awesome.
That was good. That was good. Okay, this should be intriguing. Goodness gracious. Have you guys ever tried to do this?
He's not
No.
actually drinking it though.
No, the
Yeah,
phone, the
yeah,
phone
yeah,
book. There you go.
Oh, well, it was already half torn.
Have you ever tried to do it?
Oh, I definitely couldn't do it.
I don't even know where I'd find a phone book now. That's vintage weightlifting equipment now. A phone book.
Okay, that's tough. That's tough.
That's
That's cool.
a solid. I
Yeah,
want to know
that
what was
was-
in the cup.
I'd like to imagine alcohol. I think almost all of
I've
us like
I've seen Pete drink a straight quart of cream in the middle of a workout.
Bro, heavy cream
I
is
want to be able
amazing.
to compare it. When you
Have you
started
ever done
trying to
anything?
gain weight,
I
What?
would hope it's like upper body workout because I'm trying to imagine like bracing for a heavy squat or deadlift after drinking a quart of cream, and it's not sounding good.
Dude, cream,
Still-
heavy creamer is delicious. You can drink that straight up. It's amazing.
I have.
You
I remember
remember that?
doing
That
that
was-
once as a kid, and it did not feel good. I could not
Yeah.
imagine trying to
There's
squat under that.
so many stories about
It
me.
wasn't creamer. It was just cream. It was like heavy cream.
Dude, I think I've forgotten all the. You probably know way more stories.
Oh, I know
I
all.
don't know.
I know probably a lot more stories than you want me to remember.
I know. I'm like,
If you see anything in these videos, you're like, "Oh, that reminds me of something Pete's done." Feel free to jump in, Dan.
Yeah. So like right when I started training with Pete, I was like, he was basically trying to tell me that his goals were like to simultaneously like do this bodybuilding show, but he also like wanted to deadlift 1,000 pounds, but he also like wanted to do both of them like right now. Like
So Ronnie Coleman.
And I was kind of like, Pete, I don't know if you're gonna deadlift 1,000 pounds like at like 180, buddy. Like you might need to like eat a little bit because you were just like absolutely shredded. But you didn't really have that much muscle on you at that point. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you need to keep cutting, buddy. Like you might need to go like in the other direction if you really want to like pull an absolutely insane amount of weight. So I was like, you can eat like some dirty foods, man. Like just get your calories up a little bit. So like the next workout, like we go and we like hit deadlifts, and I think you wanted to like you were basically like, I want to like eat some food like before the assistance work, and all of a sudden you just pull out literally this quart of cream and you just slam it. And then you're hitting like 15 rep sets of glued ham raise, like swing around. I'm like, this kid is gonna like projectile vomit all over me. Like I'm just in there like, what?
It sounds more efficient than GoMed, at least. That's better than a gallon
What
of milk.
the
You know,
fuck?
condense the liquid down a little bit.
but did I
It was
ever throw up?
efficient.
No. I never threw up.
You didn't.
No way, you guys got to try it now.
Probably puked.
Dude, I know you. Do you guys have Kroger up there? You need to try the Kroger apple pie a la mode milk. Kroger apple pie a la mode milk.
Yeah, we don't have Kroger.
Well,
I
that's
also don't know if I would try that.
We just have like Woodman's. You're like going in like almost
Kroger
get some
buys
out.
out everybody. I don't know. You got to try it. Oh, dude, you got to try cherry juice. You guys drink cherry juice? Door County cherry juice.
Will that let me
You
deadlift
had a
1,000
new
pounds?
type of fruit
Yes.
juice that you're obsessed with every
All right.
year for the last 10 to
What is
12
it?
years.
What is
It
it?
was originally pineapple juice, and then it was orange juice.
I don't.
Apple juice at one point. You were always, yeah, you were.
Dude,
Those
no,
ones with, like the pulp in it.
you guys got to try cherry juice though, for real. That stuff is like crack. You can get it in the half-gallon thing. If you could send me some of that, please. I can't get it down here, please.
We'll do an
Can't
exchange.
get
Cherry
cherry
juice for
it's
apple
like-
pie a la mode milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that'll be a good trade. I'll send you up the milk. Hopefully, it keeps in the shipping route.
That sounds questionable, actually.
And then
cherry
we
juice,
can,
maybe.
have Dan try it first.
I'll try it, dude. Why don't you just come up here?
Dude, I'm busy, bro. All right, we're getting off.
Yeah. All right. Maximum
God.
effort is the next category.
Oh, yes.
We could just have like a food show where we just try stuff on video. Be great. All right, that's heavy. I'm impressed.
Are those 45s or 25s?
I think
Either
that was
way,
like
that's a
315 total.
That guy's jacked. I'm not. That guy was jacked. Is this Bugenhagen?
No, but very Bugenhagen-esque. Considering I've seen him do that exact same lift.
That guy's kind of like. He looks like him a little bit.
Got the stash on.
This is the most high effort curl I've ever seen.
Holy
Is
freaking!
that guy in a
heck,
shower?
dude! Is that 135? He almost killed himself. He could have fallen straight back into that
Where was he?
garage door.
I think that was a garage door, yeah.
Holy
Oh.
freaking heck, dude! That's like a torn tricep waiting to happen. Oh my gosh!
I think that's
That's
120
insane.
and
That's
a
nuts.
50. That little one's a 50. That's all I know based on the
Listen.
video
Like
there. I don't know how big the other one is.
What?
Jesus, dude. That is nuts.
Never tried this.
Oh,
Wait,
they actually come off.
He kind of moved it. He looks.
I've been here before multiple times. I know this feeling closely.
I mean, I gotta respect it for passing out afterward, but
If
Wait
it comes
for it.
off even a millimeter, just
Yep.
to pass out
Let's get
afterwards, pretty much cements him as the.
And there it is.
Oh,
I mean,
Just clears it.
not a boy.
okay, well, I would give that one. They're all good. All of those were actually really good, but the guy with the dumbbell thing, like I feel like that was the most dangerous.
That's nuts. That's
that
super
small
impressive.
that small barbell, not that barbell, the small dumbbell. You can go back to still that's a 50. So I don't know how big that large one is. Like
I think
that one right there,
all
that little
good.
guy, that's a
at
50.
least
That big one,
150.
that's got to be like a 120 at least. That's gonna be like close to
Dude.
200 pounds.
What does this guy bench? This guy's got to have a stupid heavy bench.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
the same guy who was
Big dude,
one
it's a
arm
big guy.
barbell rowing 300 pounds. So I'm
Oh, that was
guessing
the
it's-
same
yes.
guy?
Yeah, there's some
Oh
overlap.
shit! Well, yeah, that guy definitely gets in that. I was gonna say that row was super impressive.
I mean, honestly,
It had to be like, even if those are 25s, like a 325 row.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give props though to the kid with the 135 curl who was like committed to it. He was
That's
about
the
to
first.
snap his back up.
That is the only continental curl I've ever seen. I've seen lots of continental cleans, but that was a continental curl.
He committed to the lift. Very, very
Yeah.
good.
That's why I wanted to include him. Like even if it's a low weight, like that was full effort. And I respect that.
Like how he's like 15 notches into that belt.
Oh yeah, wow.
This is the spirit that'll make you fill out that belt someday.
That a boy. Dude, I like this whole category. All these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I respect the floppy fish because I found, especially recently, I've
Yeah.
had a lot of episodes
Dude,
where
like, just
where you zone out and you can't control your limbs anymore. So I know that feeling very closely, and I can respect that as well.
Yeah, this guy blacks out, so that's cool too. I mean, they're all good, but
I think the one dude has, I think it's like all super good entries, but the one dude's basically got 2 good entries. So
Yeah.
I kind of give it to him.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, that's close to 200 pounds, like wiggling, single arm bench pressing that. That's just ridiculous. That's a whole nother level. All right. So one of the bonus categories in the heavy category, which is just move weight, like that most amount of weight possible for minimal range of motion, like anything beyond 3 or 4 inches was just not really worth any more credit. So it's to encourage people to really cheat the weight and get like a really small range. And I just threw rocks in there as bonus category with like no other explanation because I didn't really know what else to put there. I ran out of ideas and I went overlap. But
We're going to watch
this-
someone try to move a boulder 2 inches and then just get like crushed by it.
what I actually ended up getting was a lot of really good natural stone lifting, which this isn't like some of wacky as it's just very impressive. So now there are 3 videos from this guy in this category just because like he had 3 ridiculous natural stones. This is a 400-pound
natural
natural
stone.
boulder. Yeah, 400 pounds or 400 pounds. I think it's like 410.
Damn.
This
That's
is just an extension. And
Jesus.
yeah, this guy's a freaking animal.
That's a hole, dude. That's insane.
This one was like 308 maybe. This is a 300+ pound natural stone.
I'm like,
Still very impressive.
And he's going to actually manage to shoulder it.
No freaking way! Wow.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is like a actual historical stone of some kind based on the
Goodness
scrappings.
the sword background.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
dang.
like pull the sword out of it first.
That's pretty impressive.
I just liked how hyped he was about this one.
Where he lives somewhere in the UK. Where the heck? I
Yeah.
mean, you know he does.
Yeah. This is a 380-pound stone shoulder.
All these guys are
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah,
Is this the same guy's the first one?
Yep. I said there's like
yeah,
3
this
videos
guy's
of him.
nuts.
Okay. What in the actual
Strong
heck?
as fuck. That is
That's some freaking good
Jesus.
strength.
And I-
that's a weird shaped stone too.
yeah.
This guy's a freak. Like
Wow.
the other guy's a freak, but this guy's like a real like.
Yeah, this is a freaking monster.
Just humping it up there. That boy.
That's a firm shoulder. That's not like a barely off the
Dude,
arm.
that's
That's a.
nuts.
Dude, that guy's an animal.
I think this one is also close to 400 pounds.
I mean, these are all things I would not want to try right now. Holy heck!
Watching these videos made me want to go find some heavy rocks like somewhere out in the woods
Dude,
and just pick them up.
What is this? Are you kidding me right now?
I think this one's just a pick, but still.
Look at the mobility.
I will give it.
How
Like
heavy
that-
is this one?
That's like a 400-poundish rock. This one is.
How old is that
This
guy?
is a 400. I don't know. I thought he looks like he's older, so that's why I included that. This is another like
super
410
impressive.
pounder.
You know, this guy's got to have the craziest barbell curl. Like his
Probably like the bicep strength to like raw handle a rock without tacky. These are all none of these have tacky. So this is like
oh gosh.
that's an impressive Atlas stone with tacky, but like a natural stone
Yes.
with just chalk.
You got it.
Oh God,
Come on, bro.
5 steps of it.
I don't know who this guy is. He's
That's
a freaking
crazy.
animal.
Absolute monster. So yeah, like not wacky, but those are some of the most impressive lists I saw in the entire competition. So I really wanted to give them some credit.
Those are crazy impressive.
Well, can we call the last category shit I can't do?
I feel like I could lift a pretty big rock, but some of these are things I couldn't do. This is shit I personally can't do. Like this is mostly mobility things or balance things I just could not manage even with low weights.
Where's
I thought you
Josh?
meant like weights you can't do. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, I can get close to some of these things, but these are all like I'm not even sure if I could reach the bar in this case.
All those were too good. I couldn't give a vote on any of them.
yeah, those were all crazy good. Those dudes are super strong.
That's impressive. I mean,
What was that?
Oh,
It's just like a close grip snatch almost.
No, it was like a Zercher snatch. Yeah, just a second. This is a short one. It's from like a bad angle. So he catches it in the Zercher and he just tosses it up.
Damn.
I can't do. I'm terrible at explosive lifting. I can't even get close to that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's straight leg Zercher. I do not have that much flexibility in my hamstrings.
That's a flamingo.
was that 365?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy freaking!
Oh God.
He's gonna do an overhead squat.
Yep.
You think that's real Batman?
Maybe like the Eastern European knockoff Batman.
I don't know if anyone can beat the.
Where's this dude from? How many like countries did you get entries from?
Well, a good number of them. I mean, I don't.
Did you like count it up?
I should have collected that information. Yeah. I want to point out you really can't see what's going on here. He's gripping the deadlift bar. That's a Cerberus deadlift bar, and he's grabbing by the actual sleeves. So, past the collars, he's on the sleeves.
It's gonna be like a tall dude to even.
Oh yeah.
How far out of that? Well, I guess never mind.
I see what
total
you're saying.
length of the bar is like.
That's like true snatch grip, like
yeah, beyond.
Past like the.
And not even a power bar. This is the second longest deadlift bar out there. That's 405. Now this guy's a monster too. He's one of the. I think he holds a world record for one arm snatch.
What the heck we got going on here, bro? Come on now.
Is it 410 on the floor? Or
I think
like
total. I think total.
I mean, that's yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
No, this is one where I couldn't actually. I don't think I reached the barbell. I have enough mobility to get a regular Zercher, but he's on like 3 inches of deficit.
Oh heck, bro. Gosh dang it, dude.
I think that's a full 315.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Have you done like a huge deficit from a Zercher, Mark?
I could not. I've never done a Zercher deficit. I've done like kind of variation. I can do like a one arm Zercher deficit. I can get pretty low if I can like twist down, but like I do not just have. I can reach a standard height barbell for Zercher and get weight up, but I can't.
Like 7'3", so that's
it doesn't help. I mean, a lot of those things are just either mobility things where I cannot get into that position, or stability things like the bent press, which is what the name of that kind of like the lift where you essentially one arm lift the barbell by going down versus pushing up. I can't even get close to that. So I don't know. I'm always impressed by things that I can't touch. So regardless of how much weight's being done, if I can't do it, that's impressive to me.
I mean, that one I got to give to the guy who did the 365 stiff-legged good morning.
Yeah,
that's crazy back.
Is that like the second video?
Yeah, that's the second video. I think that was
fine. That was a good one. I feel like some of the other ones are just like practice.
Yeah, like that's right at the start. Like that is
like just brute, like grinding through a.
This
like,
is
mobility there, but that's just like.
Well, once he gets it up the floor, he literally does a stiff-legged good morning with like 365. That's the part where I'm like,
yeah. So that's like a Zercher deadlift, but normally you wouldn't have to extend your legs for leaving the ground. I believe there's like if you want to get really into the nitty gritty of obscure lifts. This is called a Mansfield lift. And I would not be surprised if that's like a record in that lift because
Like,
that's a
look at
crazy
this
amount
bar.
of mobility. Yeah, like that's
This
fully
is
bent
the
over.
bar. This bar impresses me. That's all low back. Like,
Mhm.
what the heck?
Yeah, just tons of hamstring mobility also. Like just I can't do it.
That guy wins. I don't know. I mean, they're all good, but that was
I don't even know if everyone's proportions would like allow them to do that.
Yeah, they're definitely
Pretty
once you
nuts.
get to the far ranges of mobility. Like even this, like I did this with a power bar with a little bit more weight, but I tried with my shorter deadlift bar. I tried with my Rogue deadlift bar, and I just could not. Maybe my arms aren't as long as his arms, but I could not get that starting position and actually get any leverage whatsoever. So definitely also credit there. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that second lift, that
that guy.
straight-legged Zercher was, I think, the one for me.
A lot of impressive stuff there, but
Yeah, they're all super impressive. I feel like the other ones are more of like practice skills, though.
Yeah, I feel like
The
you need
second
to
one
have
was like a combination of like mobility, like the
Mhm.
mobility to do that's insane. But then there's also just like a ridiculous.
That's a
amount
lot of
strength
lower
involved.
back strength because that's not even like people say that my lower back's indestructible, but realistically, they really overestimate how much of the force is actually coming from my lower back. Like I'm still lifting with my glutes and my hamstrings and whatnot, but that lift with those stiff legs like that, there's a lot of actual lower back there.
Yeah, there's a lot of just like active range of motion.
Mhm.
Like he's strong from a position that there's no way I could even get into.
Yeah, I couldn't even start. Like I can't extend my legs like that and still reach the bar of the floor. I can barely touch my toes, to be honest. All right, so this is another short category, but it felt weird that there were two entries like this. The second one is one of my favorite entries, even though it's not necessarily like a big feat of strength.
Oh, she was like blowing into a breathalyzer. It's like, what is happening?
I love this entry a
Making
lot.
my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
Yeah, but he's just lip syncing now.
That's still fantastic choreography. It's one of the first entries and I still laughing at it.
fine.
And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time went past me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I can just see you tonight.
Yeah, definitely would have been extra credit if you'd been actually seen, but I think I was like the first entry. When I dropped, I just opened that and I was still giggling at it.
That's pretty good. I'm impressed, honestly.
Yeah, that one's got the showmanship at very least. Yeah, and the first one, I think that was a shorter one, so we can. I think it's just like growling, like death metal screaming growl.
A lot of lung capacity, dude.
Yeah.
Like, pull a growl like that underneath. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, I think that's like the trap. That's like close to 300 pounds with the.
That was the first one was pretty impressive. That's
Mhm.
that's a lot of it's like a lot of lung capacity to be able to growl like that. Like
Yeah, again, I want to specify there's no bonus category for karaoke. There's two people decided that was the right call. All right, this category is the strongman industrial complex for gross abuse of using way too much gym equipment.
That's kind of cool.
you have straps around that? Is that always gripping it?
Yeah, so that
Hard is that?
I'll break this. I mean, yeah, he's got straps. Those are from long straps, but that's a Saxon Barton mill, which is basically a bar that's shaped like a 2x4.
Yeah.
He's got sleeve extenders on there to mimic like a mammoth deadlift bar. He's got the tires, which are I'm guessing like tire plates, chains, and then the silver dollar attachments all the way at the end. So I used to use just about every deadlift attachment in the gym in the single lift.
Yes. There's a lot going on there.
That's nuts.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I like the jackass-esque introduction on this one.
Okay, so he's lifting.
Oh wow. It's like a full cable crossover.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna clean him like press it.
No, that would have been much better if he did that.
It's a big lock.
Goodness.
Yeah, I definitely love all the deadlift attachments. I'm slowly accumulating most of the different deadlift strongman implements at my house, so I like seeing them all used together.
Yeah, but
Still need wagon wheels though.
I mean, did any of those guys drink a pint of heavy cream before they did?
I mean, they might have. I mean, that
No,
might be
that's
the
what we need
extended cut.
You're gonna have to enter and do that next year.
I can make that bonus criteria. Consume a pint of heavy cream pre-lift and make sure it's all in the same video.
Actually, I mean, wasn't it a quart? I think it was a quart. 32
Okay,
ounces.
a quart of
Yeah,
cream.
it was a quart. Yeah, it was like a big.
32 ounce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a big one. It was
that's
a.
like 2,000 calories or something. Yeah, you got to do that.
Okay, consume a quart of cream is now a bonus criteria if I remember next year.
And then run them.
I remember. I just thought you bought like a monstrous milk. I was like, that's like. I was like, how are you gonna keep milk down, dude? You were like, oh, it's cream. It's like it's not better.
You can do drink a quart of cream and then a mile run around the track. What do you say? Just do it in fast forward or whatever.
I think I'm more afraid of the mile run.
I know,
Dude, I'm dead serious. You were doing like glute ham raises with like an elite FDS strong band like wrapped around the back of your neck, and you were hitting sets of like 15. And I was just like astonished that you weren't either like shitting your pants or just like projectile vomiting everywhere.
I mean, that's not really squishing in the stomach; it's kind of extending it. So I mean, if he was doing like crunches,
Just a
maybe
lot
that
of
would have done
movement.
it.
It was
Like
blood
slamming
flow
your
to
head
help
back and forth.
digestion. I mean, I was trying to aid the digestive process. Like,
I don't think I'm pretty sure cream is easy to digest. I guess it's the liquids can go right through.
Yeah, if you want to
Nobody
improve your
wants to do
digestion, just really just maximize your dairy intake.
yeah, we're from Wisconsin. What do you expect, guys? You guys don't even know about freaking cherry juice.
It has nothing to do with Wisconsin, does it?
It is Door County cherries. That's what Door County, one of the things they're famous for.
You didn't grow up in Door County.
Dude, we were in the same state. It's awesome. Find it at the grocery store in Cambridge, Wisconsin, okay? Jeez.
All right.
Well, if they have it in Cambridge, they probably have it in Madison too. So maybe I'll have to look for the Door County cherry juice and make that
Gosh, dang
the
it.
intro workout nutrition of choice.
Doing?
I'll bring it to Madtown, just start sipping on it. Whole big jug of it. All right. This category is for all the people that use things that were not plates, because there are a lot of those. Or really any kind of strength lifting. These people just found random garbage in their backyard and started lifting it. I'm not actually sure what this is, but it's a very large thing.
What the flip is this?
A light pole.
I think that's what it is. I'm not sure.
The buckets are heavy.
All right.
Sit on the swing. You good? Hold on to that ball tight. Ready?
Okay, that's kind of funny. All right, that's impressive. Move on.
That's super impressive.
All right, he's strong too. The pull-ups are impressive. I'm not gonna like 100
Yeah,
pounds.
I'm
Any
terrible at
weighted
pull-ups.
pull up is pretty impressive.
I can barely do one weight pull-ups. I'm awful at them.
I wonder how much weight. I don't know what a kayak weighs. Does anyone know?
Yeah, I don't know how much like a truck bed chest like that
Maybe
weighs
enough
either.
that
I don't know.
kayaks is a decent amount of weight.
I'm gonna
Like,
go. Most of the pull-ups were pretty impressive.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what a kayak weighs though. That's what the whole problem is.
How much does a small child weigh?
Well, that's the other question. Did they tell you how much it was?
They had like a 20-pound medicine ball, and then that was that like maybe like a 5-year-old. What do they weigh? I don't know how much any of these things weigh,
What
including
5-year-old
human
weigh
children.
these days? I don't know.
Like 140.
Okay, if that's 140, that's
I'm
insane.
just kidding. I have no idea what a kayak weighs.
That
Yeah,
kid was older than 5 though.
I don't know how to judge the age
I
of a
think
child,
I
the weight
think
of a
the girl
child.
doing the pull-ups with the kid is.
I think that's my
super
pick also.
impressive, I think.
You know what was pretty impressive about both of those too? It was pronated grip. Like supinated is easier, and they were going overhand. I'm like, man.
Also, definitely wider grips too.
I can even do a weighted pull-up.
That could be a category, heaviest weighted pull-up next year. I don't know, that'd be impressive.
That's getting too specific. The idea is to have as little prompting as possible.
Okay, what about heaviest weighted
You
pull-up?
can even categorize the lift properly.
Heaviest weighted pull-up while drinking cream.
Maybe that can be the side. That can be the side event.
You can make every category funnier by making it involved with cream. It's like you gotta have heavy creamer while you're doing all of this.
In the middle of the rep, it can't. The weight has to leave the ground, and then you have to drink the cream before you finish the rep.
Gosh, that sounds. I mean, it would be hilarious. Okay,
All right.
Dan.
The ones where just people were lifting very heavy things. Oh, or heavy things were involved. Let's put it that way.
Oh man. I like the spazziness of this. It's like those heavy T-rows I would do with a dumbbell.
Yeah, I think that's over 2 play. That's like 230 pounds. So he has a lot of stuff like this, and it seems like
strapped onto it, or is he just gripping it?
I think he's got a
that's
strap on.
right.
But like I've tried to replicate somebody's. Like, yeah, it seems like it's really cheaty, but like that 2 plays is kind of jerky. Even with as much momentum as you want, that's not easy to do.
Throwing it around though.
No.
Trust me, you try this, it's harder than it looks. Give like any of like the really cheaty curls or like cheaty up things. It gets really hard really fast with big weights.
I respect this guy for taking the risk of breaking his floor. Like that's the impressive part too. He's not like in a gym. He's just like that's what through the floor. I mean, it gets close.
Yeah, probably just risking like a tiny little spring clip, like flying off the end and just like pissing off all of his neighbors.
Wait, was that without straps? That was really impressive.
Yep, that is.
He moved it like a half inch, but like no straps.
Yeah, I
Like,
can.
really?
To give some like this background, this is the hand and thigh lift. It's kind of like a classic strength from like really like an old school competitive lift, like old school strength. I think the record for this particular lift is almost 3,000 pounds, and it is strapless, and you are kind of like have to. There's definitely a technique to it, but this guy actually runs a small company, kind of supporting the whole like steel bending tradition, so like bending nails in half. And he will calibrate various nails and lengths of steel to find out the exact poundage needed to start bending them by using this lift. So that's why he learned it. So I thought that was kind of neat.
All right, that's pretty good.
I think this is like 1,100 pounds or something. It's a lot of calibrate plates.
You like rested on your quads too. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like 500 something pounds seated. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, that's pretty wild too. Really? I mean,
Yeah, that one made me think maybe I need to include some kind of waiver next year.
really. All right, that one.
If
wins.
someone being run over by a car to make you think about including a weight.
I like how he's doing it in like the middle of a city too. People
Yeah,
like,
I
what
mean,
the heck?
That seems ridiculous, but I actually recently did a podcast with someone who's like a vintage weight buff, and he showed me all these, like, mostly these are like drawings. These are from like pre-camera era of like old school strongman. And there used to be a lot of stuff like that, like people driving carriages over people, people parking cars on people. Someone sat and supported an entire like 12-piece band through a 30-minute set list. Just he was laying on a bed of nails. The band was on a platform that was on his body, and he sat there for 30 minutes. So that people say like the new fitness stuff has gone ridiculous and people are doing dangerous stuff for no reason, but no, like they have nothing on people from like 100 years ago.
Yeah, like 1930s fitness was just people getting just
Plus,
hit.
this is it's like 1800s even before. Like they were like the old school strongman was just ridiculous.
I want to see him drink a quart of cream before the car drive.
The car parks on top of him. He can't, and
Test.
the car doesn't leave until he finishes the cream.
Yeah, he's got to chug it with the car on top of him.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to do that, Pete? Do you want to let the car drive over you and you can drink your cream? Well, you
No,
can drink
I- no,
the
I
cranberry
have-
juice.
Do you guys know how small I am now? I would literally get crushed completely by
Nah,
back in the day.
you probably weigh more than you did back in the day. Back in the day, you would have probably gladly gotten run over by a car. You're
I was
insane.
like 240 around you. What are you talking about, mate?
Not when I met you. When you were drinking the quarts of cream, you were like 185, like 180.
And the quarts of cream got him 60 extra pounds. So
I
apparently
think
they were
you
worth it.
benched
Oh,
like
man.
165.
Bro, I was 230 in high school. Did you meet me in middle school?
No, I met you when you were cutting down for that like bodybuilding show where you just looked like you were gonna die.
Well, oh, the natural one, actually?
Yeah, where you were super lean. You were like
Dude.
185 pounds.
176, 173.
Yeah, see?
That sucked. Yeah, that could be a whole thing. I was literally surviving on like bowls of fried onions. It was bad, man. It's bad.
Great. Fried onions and cream.
I wouldn't have had cream during the prep. It would have been after because I was the strict diet then.
Yeah.
It was like
It was
too
after I
much
convinced
chicken.
you I convinced you to like abandon bodybuilding and you just
Yeah.
immediately started chugging like quarts of cream.
Bodybuilding sucked though. Let's be honest. That was not fun.
No, there's nothing enjoyable.
Oh, Then Dan was telling me about how you have to go to Chinese buffets all the time.
Yeah.
And then General Tso's chicken, you know how that goes. And you were always obsessed with peanut chicken. You're like, peanut chicken.
If you get good peanut chicken, it's super good. But
Remember that crappy Chinese restaurant on the kind of over by Fitchburg that we go to? Buffet, and it wasn't very nice, but it was cheap. Remember that one?
all that horrible one.
Dude,
I'm trying
I
to
think you're
figure what
describing most Chinese
was it the
buffets.
yummy buffet?
It was this really sketchy Chinese restaurant, and Dan's like, well, it's got a good price and they have a buffet. Let's go there. And we would go there, and it was where it was over by Allied Drive, kind of maybe. I don't know. Somewhere over there.
It wasn't in a good part of town. I know that.
No, it was kind of by where the Fight Prime MMA place was. It was somewhere over there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wasn't very good, man.
No, yeah, it was terrible. It was awful.
Man.
I forgot what it was called. I don't think it's there anymore.
I'm not surprised.
Not
dude.
there anymore.
Nobody was in there. We went in there where there were like 2 people in a booth. That was it. It was like, man, that's not good. I don't know.
Yeah, it was genuinely terrible. And man, I was trying to start a gym, then
Yeah, just scrimp.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was-
full day's food for a lot. And I'm
Taking out, like, $5-6 Chinese buffets, just getting my calories in.
man, good times. Good times.
All right, weapons. Did you have any weapons entries like before thinking about introducing the waiver? Were you like, oh, this is fine?
No, this was not part of any of the bonus criteria. There was just a lot of people that chose various types of weapons to include into their thing. And this isn't even all of them. There were some other ones I just kind of cut for time, but there are
Huck Finn's videos, probably.
a lot of weaponry.
Is one of your categories just like risk of bodily harm?
That's all of them.
God.
What is that?
I think it's an artillery shell.
That guy's freaking jacked.
I don't know what that is. It's some kind of bomb. It was just listed as a bomb squad.
He's got a good squad for him.
Isn't that like
Particularly-
submarine they took to the fucking Titanic?
Okay, you got all the military guys involved in this one.
Yeah, it's apparently a big overlap of bomb disposal and ego lifting. Not sure what the common line there is. Maybe disregard for personal safety.
Okay, okay. The heck is this?
I want to give background on this one too. That is a cannon that this guy specifically made. He wanted to do this last year, but he couldn't figure out how to like create a cannon in the short time he had. So he spent all year figuring out how to build essentially a big heavy cannon that he could shoot off for this lift. And apparently this is like actually a historical thing or semi-historical thing. And I think I want to say Argentina. Like there is a history of picking up cannons and shooting them off as a show of strength.
Does he shoot it off in the video?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to explain what you were looking at here.
Oh, this is awesome.
Vamos.
Shit. Someone screaming. Did he shoot someone with it?
That's interesting.
That's
Well,
probably
again-
the most committed entry.
I don't know what kind of bomb this is. I think it weighed like close to 500 pounds though. So it's a big bomb
Dude,
of
that's
some variety.
smooth. That's like
Okay, that does look heavy as heck. Looks like it sucks.
And I knew his name, and it was good to see him again.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on now. For real?
Oh, Fred Bear, walk with me down the trails again.
Oh, I thought you were gonna stand up and do it. That would have been awesome.
I think it's harder at the bottom.
yeah, that was pretty intense.
Balance wise though.
You at my side, my friend, and I'll join you in the big hunt.
Yeah, I can't. I wish you could see if he actually hit the target. I think he did.
You hit the
It's
house.
like it's a bit too.
That one went straight through the window of the house.
Oh, I think the target shakes a little bit in the last second. So I think he did hit the target.
Just hit his neighbor's house behind it.
That's what I was saying. I'm like,
Yeah. See it wiggle, so I'm pretty sure he does hit the target at least. So yeah, I don't know why so many people picked up ordnance and decided this is an excellent tool to demonstrate my strength. But I mean,
What?
granted, ordnance, various explosives devices.
well,
Oh,
the guy, even though he barely moved it, that guy who had that 500-pound bomb, that was
Had
pretty,
to fall of an airplane or something.
yeah. That's
Seems like a lot of your following just has access to dangerous explosives.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of those videos are from the same guy, and I'm assuming he's an explosive ordnance, like that's his job, so that's why he's got all these things. But there are multiple people that's like, oh yeah, I have this bomb laying around. It's probably not active, but I'm gonna pick this up. And then there are also some swords, and there were some other weapons I just didn't include every single thing to include a weapon that could be used to hurt someone, but there's a lot of them, which I like that. I approved of that choice by many of these people.
Dude, that like 500-pound huge bomb. That's an insane pick.
Yeah, that's just like a keg, but harder.
That was the one.
Shooting that bow is really cool too.
Yeah.
But that huge one is like I can't even imagine. Like picking that is
Yeah, I mean his
Not
like
easy.
strap, it looked like he just wrapped a rope around his wrist and like just cut off the circulation and kind of looped off under a little part of the bomb. There's a little bracket there or something.
yeah.
Still.
I don't even care what he did. I don't even
I
arms.
like to mention they're all actually active ordnance because I mean he's doing this as an explosive ordnance. So before he diffuses it, he decides to kind of pick it up like that. And then there was a bunch of stuff that just didn't really fit into any category, and they want to make a single category for much of individual videos. So this is kind of the whatever's left of things I thought were neat, but couldn't really give a neat category to.
I've seen people do this. This is pretty impressive.
Yep, Arthur lift.
Arthur, yeah. See, I don't even. Yeah, that was difficult.
What was that?
Oh, the freaking long. Oh, freaking leg. That's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. That is insane.
Oh, he put it down before the lawn was done. That's super
All right, that was
impressive.
cool.
Standing.
I don't know, just
Oh,
garbage.
it's like a piece of plywood,
Yeah.
to like prevent it from just smoking him in the shins. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
It's kind of like that kid who did the 365 Zercher.
Yeah.
They're tough. That's all. That
All on the neck.
That's awesome. Holy shit!
was that 255.
I think 265.
Nobody yelled.
That was pretty nuts. Things
This
up.
one took me a second to get. I think this is probably the best use of the Kabuki transformer bar I've seen. He's got one sleeve completely to the back and the other sleeve completely to the front. Like I had to watch him multiple times. I'm like, why is this different than just a regular squat?
Yeah.
Like, that one was subtle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, that's like a torn adductor waiting to
Hard
happen.
to watch, but that's super impressive.
That was super impressive for the fact that the dude should have blown his adductor out. Innovative. I think I could do this one, but that was. That would be the one, dude. That would be the one to do the heavy cream on. Like if you're gonna throw up, come on now.
I mean, I don't think he looped. I think it's sped up, so it didn't take like 8 hours to run it. But I think I don't know how many total resolutions he did. That's a lot of reps of 4 or 5 in a row. That's a lot of reps.
You go like spinning lifts. It's gosh dang it, dude.
I've done this. It's not comfortable making those transitions. It's very, very painful.
That sucked right there.
Oh,
Not a ton of weight, but still cool. The guy who jumped with the 245 or 265.
Yeah.
But honestly, that right there, that Jefferson squat thing, that was the most impressive to me for the sheer fact that
that's
it's like you're waiting to tear your adductor. Like I don't know how you don't blow your. That seems like a really dangerous lift.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some like mixed stance with it. Let's kind of like shift it like that. I mean, it's not that terrible if you got decent mobility, especially if you're not pushing like your absolute maximum squat. Like I'm not sure what his absolute maximum is, but like if you
a split squat type deal.
not really. Like I don't have this bar, so I can't see if the weight being transitioned farther and back, forward and backwards on two sides really changes it. But I mean, I've done like a similar stance, like a 90-degree kind of B stance deal, and that doesn't really hurt the squat too much. I mean, you have to kind of you twist you a little bit, and I mean, it makes it a little bit imbalanced, but it's not wildly different. But then again, I've also done some very strange stance styles where there's a lot of force and strange foot configuration, so maybe I'm a bit more built up for that kind of thing. But yeah, this one I liked because I mean, it was someone actually had to point out the sleeves to me. Like I just couldn't figure out like why this was anything more than the regular squat. Like that one is subtle.
Yeah, that one's super impressive.
No, I did like so the entire weight is just all on that rope on his neck.
Yeah, that's got to be incredibly uncomfortable. I like the intensity. This kid.
There's intensity a lot, and that's the other thing I like to see. Like even like the people that are like not lifting the most massive of weights, but like if you're putting in the full effort, like if that's your strength level, and you're still putting in like your 100% like that. thumbs up. Almost as good as when it's like massively strong, putting in the same amount of intensity. So that is all that I have. I mean, there was probably how many videos are here? Probably like 100 more videos besides this. I mean, there were, I mean, obviously varying quality,
They're all
but
pretty good, man. For
yeah, there was a lot of fun ones this year. I was really glad to see
condensing-
like 3 times as many as I saw last year. There were like 60 entries last year, so I'm kind of afraid of how many there'll be next year. Things keep at the same rate.
Yeah, if you keep blowing up, I mean, you could do the next year another category like max trendos. See what people do and how
I
crazy.
think that might be pushing it.
Yeah.
That might need a waiver.
max out the trendos, drink a quart of cream, and then take all the trash out by yourself at the college club.
Bro, dude, freaking, you gotta crawl under that low door.
We're just gonna call that event Pete. That's the name of the event. Push, pull, heavy Pete.
Oh gosh. Oh,
I have,
George.
I have so many great, ridiculous, embarrassing stories of you at the college club, which is amazing.
How many people that lifted in the Madison area did not work at the college club? Because everyone I know, almost everyone I know, at some point
Everybody-
worked at the college club.
I like the bigger meatheads did.
Yeah,
Dan brought me on, and then I brought John on. So it was like a line of succession.
Different generations of meatheads,
We passed the torch.
pretty much.
We just kept passing the torch along. I don't know. It was
at
good.
least the college club's never gonna run out of bouncers.
I think DZ got really irritated with me every night. I used to aggravate. He
I'll
gets
tell a whole story. Remember when he kicked out your knee from behind you, like fell into the pull tab machine?
He just got he was always like getting mad, but him and
was
Jordan
like-
were great.
He was pissed because you like weren't doing anything. You were just like standing there, so you like snuck through that one archway and you just kicked the back of your knee out, and you just like smoked your head on that pull tab machine. It was like in the corner. It was like the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Those were some crazy times. Crazy
You
times.
just be on like an insane amount of tren, and then you'd like walk up the stairs and just be like severely winded.
I just remember getting mad at a lot of people get mad at the rugby team.
Yeah, that was a
It was bad. It was bad.
there were a lot of drunk idiots.
Yeah.
It was fun though, man.
It was good. It was a good run. I don't know. Well,
So that's all I've got. I don't know if either of you have any closing thoughts,
Pete, what's your
reactions, or overall
what's your
favorite
favorite
maybe?
out of all the videos? Do you think?
yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, there were a lot of good ones. The guy, I don't know. I really like the 365 Zurcher guy because he's stiff legged
Yeah,
now,
that's-
which I know like how crazy your back strength has to be to do that. The guy with the rocks was like insane. The guy who kept doing the 400-pound rock thing. He was probably those were the most impressive. Those are the ones that kind of stood out where I was like, wow, that's actually really freaking serious. But like even like, guys who weren't lifting as much, the guy with the crazy curl, like he committed to that. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, even like it's pretty cool. You have like a lot of entries across different strength levels, but they're
Yep.
all like
Different strength levels, like
I
you
don't
said,
think
different
there were any-
countries, different disciplines. Like it's all over the place, and that's why I kind of like that. It's the free formedness of the competition really makes like anyone feel free to enter. So I think it's kind of neat. It's more like a not it is a competition, but it's more kind of like a community event. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think that one dude that was like standing on the hex bar.
Yeah.
It was like basically like I don't know what the grip is called, but he's just like gripping like the vertical handle.
Yeah, I like Excalibur
Ton of
grip. I don't
weight
think it
on
has a formal name, but the best name I've seen is the Excalibur grip when you're grabbing essentially
Yeah,
a
like
right
that type
vertical
of
beam
grip
like that.
while standing on a hex bar. That one was super impressive. That one was pretty cool. I think like there weren't any videos that weren't like pretty good, man. You've got a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I had a lot to pick from. Even I
Sure.
feel like I had a lot of them. I was like, this is too many, but like I feel like there's a fairly consistent quality. I'm like, I was able to pick a lot of good ones and have 20 minutes worth of clips, even with like some sped up and some cut down. So
How many
Yeah.
winners are there going to be?
there will be 3 categories, and then first place, second place, third place. So I guess one winner of each category, and that has like a token prize. And then there's a few kind of raffle deal prizes for anyone who entered. This varies, mostly private people like DM me like, hey, I'll sponsor like a $50 gift card or something to a random winner. I'm like, cool. So yeah, 3 winners solo, one for the push category, one for the pull category, and one for the heavy category. And that's just based on the judging, like the judges things. Like they'll pick their top 5. First place gets 5 points, second place 4 points, and then whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
I'd say
So-
the rock guy's got to win one of them. But
I think he has a pretty good chance of winning something because, like I said, those would be good moves with like a perfectly round concrete Atlas stone and tacky, and he's just raw dogging natural stones in the middle of the woods.
yeah, he's
Yeah, there was also a dude that picked up like a 500-pound, like potentially live bomb.
That
What was
that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
was great. Yeah, he had
Pretty-
3 different videos. I'm like, I have to include all 3 of these because they're all ridiculous.
Because like super strong and that's just nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there were some good entries for sure. So
It's just super cool. You definitely need a waiver next year. Like
My text on the last slide, enter at your own risk.
you know what'd be a really good category for real though? You could do like running with weights one.
Mm-hmm. I think I have
Like-
have had bonus category like movement. Not many people like pick up on that. I think it's kind of hard to turn that into a short video if you're doing like a long movement with it. But like that has been a bonus category. Like I think for one of the pole movements, like however far you move after you pick up the weight, that's like extra consideration.
I'm just thinking of like literally people doing a sprint, various ways of holding weights.
Yeah, there would be a lot
all
of like
chugging a quart of cream.
interesting possible categories, but like I really like want to leave everything kind of as vague as possible. I don't want anyone to think like I need to do this for this competition. Like I really want to encourage like you can do literally anything your mind comes up with. I want to see any kind of video you got. Like if you think that's a cool idea, I want there to be a category that fits. So I'm leaving them as general as possible. It's kind of like the antithesis of powerlifting, where there's 3 very specific lifts in a rule book this thick, and this is 3 very vague lifts and like a slide of rules. So
Dude. Well,
If you have a tie, can you make them just like do like a head-to-head quart of cream chug followed by a 405 deadlift rep out?
this year, the tiebreak, I am the tiebreaker. If there's a tying points, I pick the winner. But maybe next year I'll write into rules that if there's a tie, they will have the deadlift rep out with quart of cream as the
I
head-to-head
will
tiebreaker.
sponsor that event.
Or better yet, you said you want to run a strongman meet at Madtown. That should be your tiebreaker at the strongman meet.
Quart of cream chug.
also, we'd like to thank our
Wisconsin.
sponsors, Dean's Heavy Cream and Door County Cherry Juice. Thank you for sponsoring this video.
They didn't know they were sponsoring it, but they are.
Oh gosh, dude.
Like no, thank you.
Oh man, good times. Chinese buffets, cherry juice, heavy cream. There you go.
I'll contact them all as
Sounds good.
sponsors for next year.
Yeah, I
An
mean,
online ego lifting competition.
All the secrets of your 900-pound deadlift are now just like,
yeah, I forgot about this stuff. So I appreciate it.
don't worry, I didn't forget any of it.
Yeah, you should write a program, a 900-pound deadlift program. This include all these
I
important things that really
I wonder
contribute
what-
to his 900-pound deadlift.
I wonder what happened to all the guys I used to know in Madtown, like Bruce and Isaiah and all those guys. It's like crazy.
I haven't talked to any of those guys in a while. But
No, I know it's been a while. What about Vadim? Is he still around?
no,
Is he long gone?
yeah, he might have like kind of like, I don't know, kind of got into a fight in the gym. We're not really a fight, but like the cops were called on an issue, and I kind of issue. We had some pretty extreme personalities in the early
No,
years.
that's why
I think you're a little calmer here now.
I just remember all those guys. I was like, small world, Back in
John's still here. I'm still here. That's like pretty much it. Antonio's still here. I don't know if you remember Antonio. He was kind of a little guy. Like initially, he came in with Gage.
Oh yeah. Mark, where do you live in Madison?
I live in Madison. I go to Madtown, and then I have
Okay.
the whole.
The home gym.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah,
Oh goodness.
I do miss
That-
Wisconsin, but
Yeah. No,
I have a feeling
I
your
keep
home-
all the nonsense in home gym, so I don't muck up Dan's gym too much.
no, I
I have
got
a feeling you're gonna inherit the rest of the chrome plates pretty soon, anyways.
I mean, I
Sweet Avanco ones.
I
You
did
need to put them on the
pick
bar
up that.
anyways.
I picked up that very nice. I don't know if you can see it in the picture. Oh, not quite. That plate rack that I wanted to make sure they could display as great as possible if I got them. So I saw that and saying like that will actually have all forward facing. You'll be able to see them all nice. I'm like that. They
Oh,
need a good
yeah.
rack. They don't get to some crappy little floor rack. They get the best rack I can find.
Oh yeah. If you're like already planning on it, you're like, Dan doesn't have room for this shit.
I want to try and get like some red LEDs behind it too, so it glows red, and maybe put like the Madtown banner behind it. That'd be like a little glowing
yeah.
advertisement.
Solid branding.
Yeah, it's
Well,
all about
better branding in your basement than I have in the gym right now. Like,
No, you gotta listen to Dave Tate. Dave Tate knows all about branding. You know,
Well-
I know you told you all that. I listened to the Table Talk episode, so he told you all the things you need to know about branding. So you got to brand everywhere, including my basement.
Stamping on everything.
I told you,
If
give
you
me
don't have
the
much
banner. Give me the
now.
banner. I'll go up in a heartbeat. I'll put the banner right where you can see it in most of the videos. I'm not sure where that would be, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got to reprint all that stuff. We've been doing all the cosmetic remodeling on the building and stuff, so I don't even have a lot of logos up right now. But
Yeah, I guess for anyone still listening, if you're a fan of, I guess, me and you don't know, like check out Madtown Fitness at Madtown Fitness. I think it's just the name on all social media.
yeah, that's like the Instagram. It's just Madtown Fitness.
Yeah, at Madtown Fitness, best gym in the Midwest, maybe the country. So
Yeah.
I think
like
so.
up there for the Midwest. I don't know about the country's got. There's some pretty crazy gyms out there, man. But
I don't know. I think it's got
we're working
Midwest
on
on
it. It's
lockdown.
improving day by day. So
Exactly. I mean, it's the
Progress.
best now. Imagine how it's going to be when you're fully done with it, which is going to be 10 years from now. Probably not.
sooner than that.
You're going to
Sorry,
finish all the stuff
you
you're
don't
working
know
on
if I'm
now
doing another time.
sooner than that, but you're not going to be done. I have a feeling you're going to find something new to try and add.
Yeah, I'll just like keep making up ridiculous lists. I'll just like devote.
You're going
my
to buy out the
entire
warehouse
week-
behind it. You're going to have to buy the warehouse behind it and convert that into the second part of the gym.
Yeah, just develop insane implements so I can win the Snap City Open. Spend my entire year just training.
You could be the only commercial eagle lifting gym in the country. Like there are strongman gyms, there are powerlifting gyms. You could be
There's
the
no
commercial
way I
eagle
can
lifting.
No one wants you. Oh, you know
Just-
what, dude? I gotta give like a shout out to one entry I just remembered. Some
Mhm.
dude built a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, man. That's pretty
Like
cool.
he sent me the video
Like-
last year, like of his cannon he tried making because he didn't know how to like pour concrete or anything. So he was just kind of scrambling. He made something that just kind of fell apart when he picked it up. But he like spent the last year learning how to like make concrete, how to pour this, how to like make the black powder that he put into the thing actually work to shoot out. And he made like a cannon, learned skills just to do this one thing. And I thought that was pretty freaking neat.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Like that's commitment.
well, let's wrap it up by saying where can we find you? Where can we find you guys at?
You can find me at deadliestlift on mainly Instagram, but also YouTube, TikTok, all the other social medias. It's all the same. And yeah.
Yeah, and you can follow Madtown. It's just Madtown Fitness on Instagram.
Which you should do.
Yes, that's
We don't
it.
You
Is,
should also visit. You should travel to Madison, buy your day pass, and fully enjoy Madtown Fitness.
You can come check it out. Watch John lift.
Mm-hmm.
He always freaks out when they walk in and John's like doing something insane.
it's an amazing gym. All right, guys, I have to get going. My parents are, but this was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Great
awesome.
time talking
We
to
need
you
do
guys.
this
Glad you
next-
took the
if
time to
John
look over
actually
this.
do it.
Yeah, it's a shame John can make. I would like to see what he would have thought.
I'm sure he would have had good insights. But all right, thanks, guys. I will
right.
get this uploaded, sent to y'all.
All right, cool.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.